Alright, we're checking we're live. Are we live? Throw your hand up in the chat just to let me know. Yeah, looks like we're live. Alright, thank you everybody. Thank you. Welcome to joining. A third of you here early, super early. Welcome. Hit that like button. Get that done out of the way. Thank you very much. Ooh. Alright. Hey Callum, I'm doing well, thank you. Well, kind of well, actually. Legs feel okay. My legs feel okay. So, all good. Got about 15 minutes till the race starts. And, yeah, we'll get started in a minute. Just doing a little bit of a warm-up. Although it's not really a warm-up, it's just some zone 2. Just some zone 2. Turn that fan off, it's too cold. I don't know how cold it is in yet. It's still pretty cold. Pretty cold. So tonight is a team-based event. Oh, my webcam's all squiffy. 1 second. So there's so I need to be mindful as well about teammates. It's a bit of a tactical affair tonight, and I'm also looking at trying to finish just as high as possible in a potentially flat-ish course. I say that, I'll probably get dropped on the climbs. We have the Volcano KOM, but what I'm trying to say is there's a flat finish and a flat start. So I will do my best. If it comes to a sprint, I'm still there, then we'll just have to see how it goes. Nice of Jay. By the way, do you like your new little... I've given you a little crown look. Your little icon. Oh, nice one, Callum. All the best. I try to fight off putting the heating on in the house most of the day. But my feet were starting to get cold. About 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I caved. Haha, thank you, Ian. I don't know about hardcore though. Yes, Jay, the restart folks have given me opportunities to race some of the bigger races, the ones that are sometimes only reserved for certain teams as well. So I'll just get a hot water bottle. What's peculiar? Yes, I still have my van, of course, yes. That's why I've not got the heating on. Because I need to pay for 2 new front tyres on the van. Oh, don't get me wrong, Ian. Like I'm no Freddy Fresh Legs, but hey, it's good training, and we're on this live stream train. It's helping the channel quite a lot, actually. It always does, the live streams. Trying to make any kind of YouTube content this time of year is really difficult. So that is why the live streams are so good. Oh, we got a Ford Transit. Ford Transit. It's 2016, so I can't remember the specs. Getting a van though has kind of been, it's been one of those things, you know, when you see people say like, oh, it's one of those things I should have done 10 years ago. Getting a van is one of those things. Hey Camille, good evening. Yes, you never go back. What style of course is it? Well, Andrew, it's a bit of a mix. It's going to be flat to begin with, and then we have the Volcano KOM, I think. And then we got the reverse, and then we've got a flat finish, I think. Ah, nice. Take a bong. Alright, I better go over to Discord and check I'm not needed somewhere. I probably am. Yes, I think I am. Race comms. Where's the push to talk button? Push to talk. Where's it gone? It's so loud. Oh, we're already going there already. Okay, I'm not even ready, but there we go. We're going. Braking disabled. Alright, question. How do you qualify for the CTC Winter Series? What do you mean? You just enter it. It's not a closed competition. Completely off topic, but I've got a friend doing tri, said creatine has helped him out of a winter training, and he still told me still have a bodybuilding get on the creatine. Get on the creatine. I've actually just been getting on the creatine the last couple of weeks. There's two different protocols generally. You can like load up quite heavily over the space of a couple of days, or you can just take the recommended average dose, like 3 grams I think it is, like basically just take it daily, and eventually you'll reach the saturation point. But I gotta say, the beta alanine, I just can't do it. I did it for so long when I was a pro. I just can't do it anymore. Yeah, I just can't do it. But definitely creatine. The most researched supplement in the world, isn't it? And it benefits definitely older athletes. It benefits older athletes, and of course it benefits the brain. The only problem is with cyclists is that we're obsessed with weight, and well, that's a generalization, but generally it's a weight barrier that I think keeps people away. It's the same reason why I think a lot of people don't really do strength training. The tingles, yeah, the tingles. It's not supposed to tingles. It's just taking it. Although I suppose it could take tablet form, but do you know what? I'm just terrible at taking supplements. You know, remembering to take them and stuff like that. You know, I'm actually pretty poor at taking the creatine. Well, I wish you guys, that's you, my stream I'm talking to right now, I wish you guys could hear our team Discord. It's an interesting conversations of tactics, which I can't tell you about. I got blueberry flavor. Whoa. Okay, I'll do my best. No pressure. Right then, folks, here we go. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the race. It's about 40 kilometers, pretty stacked field. It's a flat start, flat finish, a couple of climbs along the way. I hope you enjoy. Let's be having you. Yes, there is money up for grabs. But you're also supporting this stream. If you watch, you're supporting through YouTube ad revenue. So thank you very much. Yeah, we had to pay to enter this event. More volume, Glenn, more volume. Simple answer. No, we're not paid to race here. There's prize money. We paid. We entered, we paid to enter this race. So that there is prize money, basically. But what I meant was, obviously I monetize my live streams, so I'll earn maybe 10 to 25 pounds from this live stream. So that's my prize money. So thank you for watching. But that's excluding super chats, you know, supporting chats and stuff, donations, which are all separate. Gotta make a living. Even if it is suffering staring at a screen. No, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I might have a gel. Sturka gel coming in. Whoa, that's cold. Yeah, that's right, Phil. It offsets the electricity I'm using in here. Oh. Well. This is a rather pleasant start. Don't you love to see it? And just as I say that, Niall attacks. Get back here! It is cold in the shed. I gotta be honest, I prefer the flavour of the 30 gram gels. You are right, Jesse, but then again, every sports supplement company is going to appeal to different people, isn't it? It's hard to, you know, you talk about flavours and palate profiles. It's the same with anything, same with coffee and wine. I've tried quite a few over the years, but the main difference with Tickr is I reached out to them to work with them because of how I had no troubles consuming them. I went for years when I was racing for teams like on sports nutrition that I had to use and I had to plug and say that I really enjoyed, but the truth is I didn't enjoy it. Obviously there's a blurred line now between like me saying, oh, I really enjoyed that, you should go and buy it. Do you really believe me if I'm affiliated with it? I try to keep that line not so blurred. Thanks for the comments, thanks for the questions. When the pace is not so hard, I quite enjoy having a conversation. Just like you would in real life, you talk to the rider next to you. How's your week been? What did you get up to at work? What did you have for dinner last night? Has your missus been for a haircut recently? So who's in that break then? Let's have a little peep. Oh look, oh my word. It's nice to have some team tactics, team racing style. That old tactic, Brian, that old tactic. I actually weighed more this morning. I weighed 66 kilos. I knew I should have done some heat training. It'll help me in that sprint at the end. We're here for the Edmode sprint tonight, that's for sure. Hey, Cycling Draft, let's go! Thanks for joining and subscribing. Thank you, thank you. Alright, let's see how this little climb is. Hit that like button! Thanks for the reminder. Yes, the two are still away, Alex. I think you can just about see them on the mini map. Top right hand corner. There they are. Just under the 0. 0%. It's hard to see actually. We got quite a good gap. That's it. Phil's been through some tough patches in the Tour de Mont Blanc. If any of you have ever heard of that event, that is a monster event. Hold up, hold up. Here we go. Well, I've had loads of people lately ask me why I haven't got cadence showing. I don't see, like, I don't really need it there, like, it doesn't tell me anything. That I don't already know. Good question about gym work. Not at the moment, because I went away for a holiday. I was really consistent with it, 2-3 times a week, and then came back home and I still haven't got back into it. I am 177 centimeters, 5'10". No, not always on easier bike days. Sometimes I do it really early in the morning, and then I do the session really late in the afternoon, evening on the bike. The trouble is, with gym training, because it's not my sport, because I'm cycling, that's my sport, it's supplementing my sport, I can't get stuck in that trench of thinking I have to do it on these certain days, otherwise I ruin the adaptation of my cycling or the adaptation of the gym. I just need to do it. So I'm the type of person that if I say I'm only gonna do it on days when I should do it, I'll never do it, to be honest with you. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. It's like the whole mantra of, like, you know, you wait for the perfect moment, and there's never a perfect moment. You know, sometimes when you ride 20, well, I don't always ride 20 hours, 25 hours a week, but it's really hard to squeeze in anyway. So, you know, I just say, you know, forget it, I'll just do it when I can. You know, it is what it is. I appreciate that's not what everybody wants to hear. Most people want like a scientific answer or a, you know. 50%, Jesse. Although it doesn't feel like it. My preferred time? That's a great question. I'm definitely an afternoon or evening person. I have no problems doing like a race like this and then sleeping afterwards. Real rest or real test? It's the real test, really. Yeah, but this group's going to stay together, no? I mean, it's, you know, the fastest are going to sprint away from you. Oh. Well, this weight, I can't really get to performing at the front of the climbs. Not on a pure watts per kilo climb like that. I'd love to be able to dish it out, but like I said, on a pure watts per kilo climb like that with fairly fresh legs, I just get shuffled. Oh. Still a good few of us here, guys. Someone go to the top. I don't know what the plan is now. I guess we're all sprinting. Don't forget the few that are off the front. That's one team. So they're all going to be working together really well. That's why the gap has gone as big as it has. There's nothing happening here in this group. I still won't break. Nice little wheel go. All down to the sprinters. Nothing I can do. There's a teammate there chasing. Go on, buddy. Go, go, go. Oh, my legs completely seized. Trying to get me to stand there would have been cramp central. I had nothing to contribute in the final 500, but that's not really a course I could do much on. Even though the idea was that I might be able to do something on the KOM, but no. Like I said, everyone too fresh, and yeah, I'm not gonna have the raw power or the watts per kilo on the climb like the volcano. Statistically, I've never had, really, but oh, my legs. Oh. Hey, thank you, chat. Thank you for the support. Oh. Thank you. Let's have a look at the results. So those 3 or 4, the 3. I mean, they were training along. Nothing you could do when 3 of the strongest riders in the race basically just take off like that. And you know, as I said, even if I was lucky enough to be there with them before the climb, I wouldn't have been with them after the climb, that's for sure. But we got to make progress. It's amazing how strong the competition is, and we have to make progress. Oh. Whew. Let's have a look at the finishing positions here. Whew. Well, there we go. Downey got a top 10. Teammate Downey got a top 10. Oh, I can see there's Paul there, there's Niall. They obviously did big pulls there towards the end, because they were definitely there with 3 or 4 kilometers to go. Mandel's there, Honda's there. So yeah, there or thereabouts, but I just don't have that zip there at the end. I don't have that zip, and we can see the profile. Oh, that's nasty. There's a lot of red there. There's a lot of red. Lots of mixed colour. And there's another hour race. Another hour. Ah, dear. Oh. Oh. Oh, my backside. How many races am I aiming to do a week, says Kieran? Well, I'm not aiming to do lots. It's just this week. That's just how it's happened. The Zwift Racing League on a Tuesday night. The time trial on a Wednesday night. Might not always be a Wednesday night. We'll see. And tonight, obviously, this. But I will have to move things around to fit, and obviously I don't want to overcook myself. So it's a balancing act in a minute. How can you sustain a race each day without recovery? Well, I do get recovery. Like racing each day won't kill you if you're capable of doing it. You know, like everybody's recovery ability is different. You know, obviously the fundamentals of good nutrition, good sleep. You know, and recovery and everything. You know. They're also only 1 hour races. Well, last night was only 30 minutes, so... And don't forget, I say don't forget, those of you that are new here, you might not know or might not be aware. I used to be a professional cyclist. I used to do 1 week stage races. So, I've definitely got the history in the sport to do way more than what I'm doing here. Oh, backpedal race has passed me. Ah, it's Ben. Have a good ride, Ben. Oh. I'm just going to stay on for a little bit, guys, and cool down. I'm going to put the big lights on. Give me a second. Wow, there's actually it's actually a lot lighter in here than before. I think I am gonna just spin the legs out a little bit more, guys. Who are the top fans in here tonight? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Camille in first, 100 XP. The Yonder Me, 008. And Backpedal Paul, Emma's in 4th, David Hoffman in 5th, Bobby Kilo 6th. Thanks for your chat tonight, folks. Thanks for your chat. Thank you for supporting the stream. Thank you for supporting the racing. I do enjoy doing this. I do appreciate the support. Just by being here and spending some time this evening, it's really nice of you. Yeah, mine was a couple of hours ago. Oh wow, that's awesome to hear. Thank you for sharing. A 30 kilo drop. That's incredible. Congratulations. It's awesome to hear of people's stories like that. And it's a bizarre place, a bizarre corner of the internet you found yourself at. But yeah, I'm glad I can be motivating in some way, or yeah, provide some insight or anything. Thanks for saying hi. Hey J-Meb, yes, I saw you left a comment on one of my videos, didn't you, yesterday? Or today? Yes, I'm looking into it. Funny you should say that, because we've got a big dehumidifier. It's on the go in the house sometimes when I'm drying clothes, obviously in the winter. They can't dry outside, so I'm actually coming up with some solutions. Dehumidifier, I've got a little heater in the corner, but I'm thinking of getting one of those gas heaters. Do you know the ones? Although I don't know how safe they are. Well, obviously if I'm in here, then I can monitor it. But I have the windows open during the day. It's the floor is insulated, but as you say, yeah, it is cold and can be a moist place. Yeah, I hear you out. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh. What's my view on cadence? I think it's overhyped. I think people talk about it too much. Going off feel is the number one, in my opinion. I've had quite a few actually comments over the last couple of live streams about cadence, why I'm not displaying cadence in the top corner and things like that. You know, why I don't want to see it. Is there a reason? And I feel like saying, well, why do I want to see it? I know if I'm pedaling low cadence, I know if I'm pedaling really high, and I know if I'm pedaling a natural cadence because it feels natural. Yeah, I see nearly everybody, nearly all of the top eSports riders ride out of the saddle at like 65 RPM. I can't do that because that's not how I naturally ride. Like, to me that's unnatural. I can do it in short bursts, but I see people do it for like 30 minutes or like 10 minutes or longer. I can do it for like a minute, 2 minutes if I'm doing it for a specific reason. Now, well, I guess it's not really something you think about, is it? You know, until something goes wrong. But I don't think it's very natural. Hey Angus, will I ever go back to making videos on training, nutrition, or how you go about getting the race weight or maintaining recovery? I mean, it's been a while since I've done videos on nutrition, mainly because I tended to do it around hill climbing. Trouble is, when I do videos on nutrition, because it's very personal, it's not that well received. So it's kind of why I've steered clear of it the last couple of years, I suppose. But training wise, I mean, I could definitely do videos on training, on which I enjoy doing them as well. I guess a lot of my day revolves around cycling coaching, training. I mean, today I was sat for 6 hours writing training plans, and to then put that stuff into videos as well, it's kind of a bit, if I was doing a bit to camera, as in just talking face to face, it's quite hard to do. I much prefer getting out on the bike and talking you through my training sessions and stuff like that, but obviously I can't always do that. So I guess it ebbs and flows. That's not really the answer you're looking for, is it? But I try to incorporate it into some kind of plan that I have for my content. Like, I plan my content 2 weeks, sometimes 4 weeks in advance, but there's not really much structure to it. I more plan I plan what I want to do, and then I think, like, how can I create content out of this, which is not how a content creator would really do it, I don't think. But oh well. What I'm trying to say is I just try and integrate it as well as possible with my day-to-day activities in life, and sometimes it's pretty mundane. How do, Niall? That was a tough one, that one, wasn't it? And it was a tough one in disguise, because I normalised 325 watts for an hour again, and Zwift Racing League, which is on a much harder course, was 340 watts normalised. And considering how quote unquote easy that course was tonight, it was still really hard because of the way it was raced. There's no way, I was saying to the chat afterwards, I was like, I can't, there's no way I can compete with the guys who are up the road in the breakaway. So if I was with them before the climb, I'd be dropped, and when I was in the group at the bottom of the climb, there was no way I was going to be able to make it, you know, animated in a way to get across to the breakaway, or to even try and form a breakaway. It's such a fast climb, the volcano, anyway. But yeah, I wasn't gonna be being real. I think I wasn't gonna be there. If anything, looking at how close we were to catching them in the end, I think we probably should have. I think maybe I should have sacrificed myself fully after the KOM, because I went to the bottom. I went early at the bottom of the small KOM towards the end to try and like let's keep going, let's not make it stall. And then I was on my own, and then it never went anywhere. I think the faster we could have kept it, I think it was only about 10 seconds at the end to the front three. That's pretty close, but hey, you liked it 10 times more than Zwift GP. What did you like about it? The tension, how it was playing out. Let me know. Feedback is good. Alright, we've got 2 minutes left. Do an hour and 15 minutes. Make it up to an hour and a half in total today. And that'll be it. I definitely feel, I mean, we were talking about recovery and things, like I was starting to feel like, oof, getting towards the end of my reserves there in this race tonight. I think it's in my best interest now to have 2 days, Friday and Saturday, of just zone 2, some steady hours, and that'll help turn the legs over, as the old saying goes, for very little kind of stress. The stress obviously builds, but in terms of obviously there being no intensity, it's very little stress, and that's good for recovery. It's good for many things, hence why training distribution is very important. And you can't just keep bashing your head against a wall every day. Yes, I saw 6th and Downey was 9th, I think, right? So that's decent. That's good. That's good. 2 in the top 10, eh? Yes, I agree. I think as well, I gotta be honest, I don't like races. I don't like races that have sprint segments or sprint preems or anything like that. I much prefer races that are, like, have finish lines, and like the finish line is the finish line. There's nothing else happening. You're just going for that finish position. That's what I really like. That's my preference. Right on, Niall. Keep those wheels turning. Yeah, I don't like the variable nature of it. It's why I suffer on any kind of elite race that has that type of format. It's just not my cup of tea, and not my physiology either. Really, it never has been, quite frankly, since I was a junior, which was a long time ago. Hey, JMab, thank you so much. JMab555. That's good. I'm glad you're riding at the same time. That's also something I love to see, is when people are also riding their bikes while watching me ride my bike. Truth be told, in all honesty, I would do the same thing if I was following someone who was live streaming. Then it's like riding with them in real life. Well, not quite, but you get the idea. I quite enjoy doing that when I get the chance. Zwift needs to implement finally a tool that allows you to make custom courses. You could do like 6 sprints like Bell app and then give away some preems. Yeah. Well, I suppose I kind of do a little bit already, but not in like a truly custom way. There's some races that have like custom routes, so I'll have like custom finishing. So it'll be a different finish to, it'll be a random finish. you know, to kind of suit or to alter the course dynamic in a certain way. But no, I totally get you. Yeah. Oh, Michael, you're late. We're an hour and 16 minutes in. We're just tuning out, but no. Hey, thank you everybody for tuning in once more. Legs are a little bit sore tonight, but like I said, a couple of days is on 2 ticking over now. It'd be good. But yeah, thank you for tuning in and spending your evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is, with us here and supporting the stream and supporting this series as well. This new race series, which is such a cool format as well, with the prize money and, you know, the team tactics and everything else. If you're subscribed and you're new around here, thank you very much. We have Joris, who subscribed recently, Andres, Brian, and Mythsmobile Disco. Mythsmobile Disco. It's really cool. On average, we're getting like 4 or 5 subscribers every stream so far this week, which has been interesting to track. Interesting to see where people are coming from and discovering the YouTube channel and the live stream. But yeah, if you're new, thank you, welcome. If you're an existing customer, subscriber, then thank you so much. We value you all here. Now, I'm going to see you in a couple of days' time. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And I will see you next time. Take care, everybody.